Welcome back to Flip Jack Gaming, where today we're popping open two set boosters of Magic the Gathering's Dungeons and Dragons Battle for Baldur's Gate. These are our winnings for the pre-release that we went to on Friday. Let's crack them open. Let's see what's inside. These are set boosters, so there's going to be a few less cards, but we'll also get an art card, a guaranteed foil, a chance to get something that's from the decks or the commander decks, or something that's on the list. That said, let's dive in and see what kind of bounty we have. Let's crack over the first pack. So I don't know if you guys saw with the events or you saw with anything, but it was kind of different because it was being a draft, and then you ended up making a 60 card deck, which is a little bit different than a normal little thing with that. Alright, so we're starting off with the art card. Zoop. That's Bramble Sovereign. Bramble Sovereign. Looks like it's a reprint of Rekka Minshew, number 59 out of 81. And then we're going to bomb all the way through until we get to the uncommons. We'll show the commons, but we won't break them down. So we got Foily Island. Coming out of the gate with an art card of Thrasos Butcher. Costs us a red, a green, and 3 for a legendary creature. So that means that can be your commander. Has a 3/4 body, trample, and then whenever it attacks, double the power of each dragon you control until end of turn. This is also uncommon. Is Sankos Dragonheart. Costs us 4 and a green for a legendary creature, which is a Dragon Ranger. So that means it's also a commander. It's a 4/4 body, and then whenever it attacks, it gets a +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the greatest power among other dragons you control and dragon cards in your graveyard. We choose a background. So this is kind of like similar to the partner mechanic, where we get to choose a background and a character, and that'll end up having the mana cost or the commander cost with it. So whenever it ended up dying, you have to pay 2 colorless more. And then we have Insufferable Baldear, Patron of the Arts, a Master Chef, Underseller Banqueted, and then we're getting into the uncommons. We have a Street Urchin, costs us 1 and a red for a legendary enchantment. It's a background, so that's when the partner mechanics will be able to kick in. Commander creatures you have, pay 1, sacrifice another creature or artifact. This creature does 1 damage to any target. And then we have Gronix Ancestral Hunter. Costs us 4 and a red for a legendary creature, so that means it could be your commander. It's a dragon. It's a 3/4 body. It has flying, and then whenever it or another dragon enters the battlefield under your control, create a treasure token. Treasure token is an artifact that you can tap, sacrifice it, and add any 1 mana color. Has choose a background, so we can choose the Street Urchin with it. Then we got Arcane Signet, costs us 2. It's an artifact. Tap, add 1 mana of any color with your commander's identity. Then we got another one of the Ancestral Hunter. And then we have Inspiring Leader, costs us 2 and a white for a legendary artifact, which is a background. Commander creatures you own have commander creature tokens you control get +2/+2. So that means that you could end up having these two together, and then your deck could be Boros or red-white. So it'll let you end up trying to get some different color mixtures in there. And then we have True Soul Zealot. Costs us 2 and a red for a legendary Goblin Shaman. So it could be your commander. It's a 2/2. Whenever you attack, you may sacrifice another creature or an artifact. If you do, create a 4/1 black skeleton creature token with menace that is tapped and attacking. It has that little fancy border, and it's a foil. And the rare from the pack is the Cave of Chaos Adventure. Costs us 3 and a red. It's a 5/3. Ooh, try to get her in there. There we go. Has trample. And then when it enters the battlefield, you take initiative. So taking initiative is similar to kind of like having the Monarch. Whenever it attacks, exile the top card of your library. If you complete a dungeon, you may play that card this turn without paying its mana cost. Otherwise, you may play that card this turn. The big different things with initiative is that it has to be at the beginning of your upkeep. When it first goes on effect, though, you end up being able to do it that turn, but the next time around, if it lasts the entire table, it'll be able to go on that time. And then our foil is Deadly Dispute. Causes 1. Oh, it's a common. It's a pretty card, though. And the last card is one of the games. Alright, that was the first pack. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too great either, though. It had definitely interesting of having two of the same card, though. Let's see if the second pack is the same way. Alright, so we got an art card. Well, it has the D&D stats on the back. It's an Ancient Copper Dragon. It's a Guanchan Dragon. It has a challenge rating of 21, armor class of 21, hit points of 350, a speed of 40 feet. It has a climb speed of 40 and a fly speed of 80 feet. Whew. It attacks as a bite, claw, tail, frightful presence, acid breath, slow breath, and chain shape. And then look at those stats. Woo, buddy. Then we have a forest. Then we have a Stone Speaker's Crystal. Costs us 4 for artifact. It has tap, add 2 colorless, or you can pay 2, sacrifice it, and exile any number of target players' cards or target players' graveyards. Draw a card. And then we have Ornstead, the Exquisite Blade. Costs us 2, a blue, and a white. It's a legendary creature. It's a human monk. It's a 2/3 body. When it enters the battlefield, you may gain 2, or you gain 2 life and scry 2. So that means we get to look at the top 2 cards of our library. If we like them, we could put it on top, or we could put it on the bottom. Up to us. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, exile up to 1 target creature you control and return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. It's a good old blink guy. And then we have a Stunning Strike. And then Blur. It's so fast that you didn't even know what was going on. Minimalist Containment. And then some more uncommons coming out of the pack. This Beckling Will-O-Wisp costs us 2 and a white. For a spirit that has flying, it's a 1/3 body, and then it has Lure on Worry. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose a targeted opponent. creatures attacking that last chosen player get +1/+0. Then we got good old Lulu. The Loyal Elephant. Costs us 3 and a white for a 3/2 legendary creature, which is the Elephant Angel, so it could be your commander. Flying at the beginning of your end step. If a permanent you control left the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each tapped creature you control, then untap them. Then we get to choose a background. Then we have Marthra the Merciless Soul. Costs us 2, a black and a white. It's a legendary creature, so another commander. It's an elf cleric with a 2/2 body. Has Ward X. Ward X is the number of experience counters you have. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, you get an experience counter. Creatures you control get +1/+0 for each experience counter you have. Then a rare is going to be Duke Odler Ravengard. Costs 4, a red, and a white. So is a Boros. It's a legendary creature, human noble soldier. So that means it could be your commander. Has a 5/5 body. At the beginning of combat on your turn, another target creature you control gains haste and has Madrid until end of turn. So that means Madrid is whenever it attacks, you create an attacking copy that's also attacking your other opponents. And then we end up sacrificing that guy into the next end step. Well, the copies theirs, that is. Then we have the Scion of Hulster. It's a background. Then we have a Dragon Cultist. Costs us 4 and a red in the special little frame. It's a legendary enchantment. So it could be part of your background for your commander. Commander you control have at the beginning of your end step, if a source you control deals 5 or more damage this turn, create a 4/4 dragon token creature with flying. It's kind of funny for saying something that's a dragon creature because we have opened up an Ancient Copper Dragon. Costs us 4 and 2 red. It's an Elder Dragon. It's a 6/5. Flying, and then whenever it deals combat damage to a player, roll a d20. You create a number of treasure tokens equal to the result. Woo, buddy! Bombs away! And then we have another rare. It's John Incarus, the Shattered One. Costs 2, a blue, and a black for 3/3. It's a legendary creature, which is a wizard elf, which could be your commander. At the beginning of your end step, target opponent gains control of up to 1 target creature you control. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on it and tap it. It's goaded for the rest of the game, and it gains this creature can't be sacrificed. It attacks each turn if able. Oh, so the gold is when it has to attack you each turn if able. Whenever a creature you control or you own but don't control, so whenever a creature you own but don't control attacks, you draw a card. Interesting. That could be an interesting spin with it. Then our foil is Ancestors Confutation. And the last card is a 2/2 Knight. Alright, that was a couple packs of the new set. What did you think about it? Let us know down in the comments down below. That little pack, or the last pack, I love the little splice. Because we got the Ancient Copper Dragon. But then we actually got the card of the Ancient Copper Dragon. Ooh, buddy, I love that spice. I have to say that's probably the favorite pull that came out of these packs that I like. What do you think? Add it down in the comments down below. Let us know what you like. Or if you ended up getting something really nice out of the pre-release. Or any packs that you picked up. If you're liking the content that we're putting out, like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon to be notified about any of our future content. Thank you for watching, and until next time, we'll see you later.